Well, hello there, and welcome. I'm Corny Swiss, and today we're driving out the premier piece of American engineering, the Sherman. However, it is Sherman the German. This is the German premium Sherman. It's weird that they run Sherman the German. But anyway, this was a game actually I played just now. I'm recording this voiceover right after playing this. Because, I don't know, this game when you're playing, sometimes when you play this tank, you just feel like you need Bruce Springsteen, you know, in the background yelling, "Born in the USA!" You know, just in there yelling. You don't know what he's saying, but he's saying stuff American. So, you know, there you go. Your Ameriboner gets going real good. But, yeah, so obviously we're in simulator mode. And, when I was driving here, I actually noticed that there was an enemy tank down on that road, so I'm kind of waiting for him. They're going to show up. There's actually two of them. I don't know if they were platooned or not. I didn't bother looking. But they will be together. And we're basically going to engage, on this part of the map, we're going to engage in like this firefight, which is really cool. And me and some teammates are going to have some fun. And right there in chat, I'm typing out that there's some guys down there. I don't know exactly where, so I'm not giving a grid coordinate, but just letting my teammates know that there is, in fact, an enemy down there. And how'd I know it was going to be a good game? You're going to see soon. So there's some AI running by, whatever. We're going to see an SU-122 pull up soon. Trademark. There he is. And I immediately switch targets to him because obviously he is way more dangerous than any AI. First shot got his gunner and driver, damaged some other stuff, injured some other people, but I kind of made mincemeat of trying to kill this guy. It would have been nice, and as you can see, he fired and hit me. However, because this is a fine piece of American engineering, it survived the hit, and I only lost my, what did I lose? Radiator. I lost a bunch of stuff. A bunch of stuff was damaged. My track, it looks like my engine or radiator, transmission, something. But yeah, but because, you know, very good American manufacturing, I'm safe. And I'm just preparing the tank now, which is a little annoying. But, it's the AI come back. And now those mediums on the southern road have been spotted. There's just all, and I actually hit one of them. That was cool. But it's kind of an issue. It's kind of an issue here. I don't really want to be shooting the AI, but I'm not entirely sure where those flanking guys are. But now, obviously, I know. And this is where I kind of like the Sherman's gun. Now, it doesn't have great penetration, it doesn't have great muzzle velocity either, but the shell is just kind of punchy. So if I can hit one of those guys in the side, it's going to cause some serious damage. But also the rate of fire is such, I think I actually fire faster than they do, which is really, really good. So there's a decent hit on that guy. But we have these AI here, and then I keep seeing this medium tank being spotted. He's actually around the corner, so I'll see more of him later. They're in a good position, though. I'll tell you that they're basically hull down. And what I'm actually trying to do is I'm trying to lob a shot and have it come down the slope of the hill. So that guy's out too far. He's out way too far. You know, you don't want to be. If you're gonna go hold down a rush tank, you can't show your hull. You can't show me the side of your hull. I'm just gonna hit it, light you on fire, and burn you out. But yeah. So I'm keep checking over there because there's a medium tank over there, and the issue with this position on this part of the map is that there's not a whole lot you can do if you get attacked from both sort of angles. From that southern road and also from just straight ahead of you, which is actually going to become an issue shortly. Also, something I like is that this oh yeah, those guys over there were getting shelled. all game. I think everyone was calling Artie on him because they were in a good position. So, and here's what I'm talking about. Here's a T-34E. Because he's the closest target, I kind of need to just prioritize him. And he actually, I thought this would have been the kill. Oh no, the second shot I thought would have been the kill, but it took the third shot. But he's dead, which is nice. Now at this point I'm like, okay, the front is fairly secure. We have allied tanks pushing the middle of the map. We have this guy just drove past over here. So I'm going to come over here and try and finish off this southern threat, because if we can knock these guys out, there's very little likelihood that they are going to really contest for the remainder of the game. So lit him on fire, so that was good. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because I've been shooting T-34s all day, but this gun lights a lot of tanks on fire. That's for sure. But this is what okay. I mean, a lot of the this guy that was a bold maneuver. I'm not gonna lie, that was a bold maneuver by that guy. I'm surprised the fire was still burning in the water. He does get a solid hit into me, but then I put one right through his driver's hatch, so that's an issue for him. But he did knock out my... can't tell. I need to learn the parts of the various tanks and learn like where exactly. I know on a lot of German tanks the transmission's in the front, behind the lower plate, things like that. But I don't know where it is on the Sherman. But anyway, it's a very... I like the Sherman. I think it's a fun tank. I remember when it was first brought in, like when open beta first started, it was broken overpowered because I think the front armor was way overperforming. The gun fired faster. I think it was like the gun fired way faster than it does now, and it had like a 3.3 battle rating, which means it only saw like T-34s, and that was basically it. It didn't see T-34 57s. It didn't see Tigers. It didn't see anything really. It literally had no competition at all. If you could keep the front plate pointing at someone, you were probably going to win. But like I remember all these duels, and there's actually a video on the channel somewhere. I don't remember when I posted it, but I think it's called like Sherman the German. It's this KV-1 just sits there and shoots me in the ass like 6 times, and I turn around and one-shot him, or 2-shot him, or whatever it was. And but then I got one shot in the front by a Stug, which was weird. But whatever. Now I am just kind of shelling this KV-1 because KV-1s, well-angled KV-1s can be an issue for this tank. If they're well-angled, a lot of times you need to either change the angle or close to better distances for the gun, because the gun doesn't have great penetration, that's for sure. But it has plenty of penetration right up close. And I'm just keep shooting pot shots at him. I don't know. I end up killing him, but I don't know how. I think he might have like wrecked. I don't know. There's a T-34E. Now, originally, the first time I killed the T-34E, he played it pretty poorly. And the reason I say is the T-34E has those side skirts on it. So if you remember when he pulled up, I basically shot him through his driver's hatch and knocked out his gunner for sure. Someone else, probably his loader. And even here, he's not playing optimally. I really should have just taken the shot there, but I didn't. You don't want to show me... Like, what he should be doing is side scrape. He should side scrape, completely cover his front plate, and only show me his turret and then heavily angled side armor, because his side armor is pretty effective. And the side skirts are really, really good for defending his... he's not going to get, like, wrecked like that. Now, this is the part of the clip that made me say, "Yep, America, America, fuck yeah!" Because I'm just sitting here, I'm just chilling, taking my hits, hanging out. Notice how I have the front plate really well angled, and the T-34E is the most likely one to cause damage to me, and I think he's end up being the one that gives me a little bit of issues. But the KV-1 literally has no hope of hurting me because of the way I had my front plate angled towards him, and the gun depression is so insane. I can actually, the Sherman's a tall tank, but it has 10 degrees of gun depression. So I can come up to the top of a hill, or on the slope of the hill, and angle my front plate up, so that now instead of being whatever angle it is, now it's like maybe 10 degrees farther, and then shoot at targets. So Sherman, I think, has the best gun depression in the game at 10 degrees. It's really, really good. Hopefully that's like a common trend among American tanks, because if it is, then I think a lot of people will really like driving them, because even if the armor isn't great, the way you can engage over hills and things like that is going to be really good. And also, I mean, then you got to look at kind of how what the Sherman was designed to do. I mean, this video is all a prequel to the review video I'm going to do of this tank, and it's going to be fairly soon. I think I have all the clips I need. That's why this one is kind of gets its own video, because I have a surplus of Sherman clips. But this tank was designed to be. It wasn't designed to be like a. Well, what's the word for it? It wasn't designed like the Tiger was designed, or the Panther, where its goal was to knock out enemy tanks. The design premise of the Sherman was to be like a cavalry unit, where infantry, tank destroyers, whatever, artillery would cause, well, not tank destroyers really, but infantry and artillery bombing, things like that, would cause a break in the enemy lines, and then the Shermans would go running through and basically exploit the break and just cause havoc in for the enemy retreating. They're not really designed to be. They weren't designed with the intent of having to engage heavily armored targets like the Tiger was, where the Tiger was designed to engage T-34s, KV-1s, and just blast them out of the water. You don't really see a Sherman with a particularly great gun until maybe like the Sherman Firefly, which I hope we get in this game. That'd be pretty cool. The longer 75mm gun. But yeah. So the thing about the Sherman is it has decent armor, it has a perfectly adequate gun, great rate of fire, great gun depression, and it's really quick. I mean, all this is going to be covered in the review, but it's the 54 km/h speed limit is completely doable. If you go down a little hill, this thing will maintain 53 to 54 kilometers the entire time across flat ground. It takes a long time to get there sometimes, but if you can get to that speed, you'll maintain that in a straight line, no problem. And you'll be whipping around. It's like T50 status, and we're just sneaking up on this guy. You're going to kind of see what I mean on the acceleration as I drive by this guy. Shoot him. Now he knows where I am, but obviously he's dead. And you see what I mean? This tank kind of picks up speed really quick on the downslope. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it feels kind of sluggish in the low gears, but once you get it kicked up, it just goes. It just takes off, which is really nice. And so there's a little hit. He's going to get knocked out by friendlies. Kind of figured that. My loader or whatever's injured, so the little hard to yeah, so my reload rate's a little longer. But I hope you enjoyed that video. This was a fun game just because of, I mean, I didn't travel that much distance. I didn't really get to stretch the legs of the Sherman, but you know what? It was just really fun. T-34-57s can be a problem with this tank, but I didn't run into any, which is always nice. And yeah, it's just a super fun tank. I don't know if you can get these. I need to look. I need to look see if you can still get these. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked it. But I've been Corny Swiss, and I will see you next time.